Tomczyk?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Byrd today would like to ask the court for an opportunity at community control. In the alternative, though, Your Honor, if the court does not find that Mr. Byrd is amenable to community control, he would like to ask for the minimum sentence to run concurrent on each count. Your Honor, in speaking with Clarence, he has been extremely upfront regarding this incident. He's been very cooperative to work with throughout the entire incident. Mr. Byrd indicated he does have an issue with drugs. He was selling drugs to feed his own addiction, Your Honor. Mr. Byrd does have a fairly lengthy criminal history consisting of thefts. Your Honor, in speaking with Mr. Byrd regarding that, he did indicate that was to help his drug addiction. Your Honor, his upbringing was a little bit rough. His father was in and out of prison. He didn't have much of a relationship with his mom. The woman who raised him did pass away while he was in the jail, Your Honor, so he has been dealing with a lot. I do understand he is serving a sentence out of Michigan currently. The sentence is for 1 to 5 years. There's been no clear date of release that I can find on the docket, but in speaking with Mr. Byrd, he indicated that he is set to get released in November of this year, and then he'll have the remaining time hanging over his head. With regard to the warrants, it is his intention to get those cleared up as soon as possible and get the past behind him. He does have a 2-year-old son. He does want to be involved with his son's life, so he wants to get all this cleared up so he can be a good role model for his son. Thank you.
Mr. Byrd, what do you want to tell me before I sentence you?
The defense is making a very deliberate sentencing pitch here. Community control is the first ask, but notice how quickly counsel builds a fallback position. If the judge won't go that far, keep any prison time as low and concurrent as possible.
I just want to say that I apologize for wasting your time. I apologize for wasting my time, my family time, everybody that I let down. Being in here, I lost a lot. I lost my life. I lost everything. I missed my daughter's prom, her graduation, 2 of her graduations. Being here is just unbelievable. I just can't believe that I'm in here, that I made a mistake. I acknowledge the actions that I have done, and I apologize for wasting your time again, sir.
Well, you can have a seat. What are you in prison in Michigan for?
A retail fraud.
What did you do to get yourself there?
Honestly, I was getting high, and it's basically a retail fraud is like a theft. So
In Troy, Michigan. What were you doing in Troy, Michigan?
I went out there to go to the dispensary, and I just fell with the wrong crowd.
What dispensary?
The House of Dank.
What kind of dispensary is it?
It's a weed dispensary.
Okay. What were you doing in Boston in 24?
With the wrong crowd again.
I mean, why in Boston?
I was going out there with some friends.
For what?
Just to go.
Huh?
Just to go out there.
What were you doing in Georgia a month later?
My aunt stayed out there.
Okay. I'm asking you this because you're from Cleveland, right?
Yes, sir.
In March of 24, and then before March of 24, you've got a history of thefts, among other things, domestic violence, assault, drugs.
I have a domestic violence in Cleveland.
Right.
Me and one of my baby mothers got into it, and then I have the assault or something like that. It should be on there. That's an identity theft. So I have one domestic violence. I got a few thefts, and this is the first trafficking that I ever had.
All right. So
basically, I was just all over the place, sir.
I know you were all over the place. You're in Boston. You're in Georgia. You're in Michigan. And then you start selling cocaine here. Why did you start selling cocaine here?
To be honest?
Yes.
For my habit, and I was being greedy.
I mean, you were selling a lot of cocaine. The F3 was, what, almost 15 grams or something like that?
Like 13, 14. It was a half ounce.
I mean, where were you getting it from that you were then going out and selling it?
From Clifford.
Clifford who?
This guy I know.
Okay.
I'm just being honest with you since I just want to get this all over.
Well, that's what we're here for. You got a bunch of warrants also. Why do you have a
Yes.
bunch of warrants out there outstanding?
When I leave here, I'm going to take care of that. In Cuyahoga.
Where else are there?
That's it.
Well, different courts in Cuyahoga, right? You got a Parma Municipal Court,
Yes, that happened. Like
Shaker Heights, Stowe,
yeah, like
Cuyahoga Common Pleas, Avon Municipal, Bedford Municipal, Lyndhurst Municipal.
I took care of the Lyndhurst. I was taking care of all of them actually, but then I got arrested in August, and when I got arrested in August, I couldn't make it any more court dates. So
The judge moves away from the emotional mitigation and starts testing the story itself. The questions about Michigan, Boston, Georgia, and Cleveland aren't random geography.
that's why I couldn't go to them courts, because I was in here.
Are you running around with the same people in all these different states committing all these thefts?
No, sir.
Who are you hanging out in Boston with?
This one girl I know.
Okay, Mr. Gigrich?
Thank you, Your Honor. The State of Ohio and Trust Court to fashion a sentence that's appropriate in this matter, but we would ask if prison is imposed that it be served consecutive to his sentence he's currently serving in Michigan. Thank you.
May I say something?
Yep.
Okay, I've been in prison for 11 months now. This is the worst ever. I'm not even gonna, this is the worst ever in my life. Like, I never been in prison this long, and I never want to come back.
Well, I mean, the prescription's simple. Stop coming back.
I'm never coming back.
Stop running around stealing everything that's not nailed down and quit selling drugs. The prescription is simple.
That's over with in my life.
Right. Except, on the other hand, there's consequences for what you do.
I know. I'm aware of those consequences.
So when you're done with the consequences in all these various courts, then you can start acting like a normal person in society. Then you won't have to deal with this stuff no more. That's the prescription. All right, I've reviewed the pre-sentence report, and I've listened to Mr. Byrd, listened to counsel. I've considered all the provisions in 29-29-11, 29-29-12, 29-29-13, and 29-29-14. And your record goes back as an adult to 17. It's an obstructing official business, misdemeanor domestic violence, misdemeanor drug abuse, misdemeanor report emergency when no emergency exists, whatever that is, a misdemeanor. Attempted aggravated theft, this starts in January of 24. Misdemeanor shoplifting in Boston. Theft by shoplifting in Georgia. Theft in Avon. Theft in Troy, Michigan. Theft in Highland Heights, that's all 24. 25, you got a theft in Highland Heights. A failure to comply with the order or signal of a police officer in July of 25, and then you're selling cocaine here August 7th. of 25.
Yeah, I was just going through a lot, sir. I was just all over the place.
I know you were all over the place. You were all over the place doing things you shouldn't have been doing. So you're not amenable to community control. So on count 1, I'm going to sentence you to 12 months in prison. On count 2, 24 months in prison. Those sentences will be concurrent to each other but consecutive to the Michigan prison sentence, with credit for 16 days, and you'll pay the costs. If you are released from prison in Ohio, at the end of your sentence, you may be on post-release control for up to 2 years under the parole authority, with conditions. If you violate the conditions, the parole authority could return you to prison for up to 9 months for each violation, up to 1/2 of my sentence. If the violation is a new felony, you could get an additional consecutive prison sentence for the violation, the maximum of which will be the greater of 12 months or the time left under post-release control.
The prosecution's request changes the stakes immediately. It isn't merely asking for prison. It wants Ohio time stacked after the Michigan sentence. Clarence responds by emphasizing how deeply 11 months in prison has affected him.
Remaining, I'm going to find that consecutive service is necessary to protect the public from future crime by you and for the appropriate punishment, and they are not disproportionate to the seriousness of your conduct. And your history of criminal conduct, as I've outlined, demonstrates that consecutive sentences are necessary to protect the public from future crime by you. The remaining charges are dismissed. The items subject to forfeiture are forfeited to the state. Anything else, Mr. Geigerich?
Nothing, Your Honor. Thank you.
Ms. Tomazik?
Your Honor, just briefly, I do understand that there's a mandatory fine with the felony of the 3rd degree. I did file an affidavit of indigency for Mr. Bird regarding the mandatory fine.
As a result of that, the mandatory fine is waived.
Nothing further. Thank you.
All right.
Cheers.
Thank you, Your Honor. We're here in the state of Ohio versus Brandon Truit, case number 26CR59. The defendant is present with counsel Jim Reardon. We were last here on May 6, 2026, where the defendant pled guilty to count 1 of the indictment, having weapons while under disability, a felony of the 3rd degree in violation of Revised Code Section 2923.13A2, along with the forfeiture specification, and we are here for sentencing.
Mr. Reardon?
Thank you, Your Honor. I did review the pre-sentence documents. Also, I did submit a letter to the court from Mr. Truitt's brother, which I understand the court received and reviewed. In this circumstances, I believe that a community control sanction is appropriate here, Your Honor. Looking at Mr. Truitt's prior criminal history, obviously he has the 1 prior felony, which is the reason why we're here today, because of the weapon while under disability. Mr. Truitt has great family support. His mom is here, Your Honor. As you know, Mr. Truitt was placed on house arrest for a very long time, or GPS monitor with no contact, and he had to stay at the extended stay because the brother lives with mom, so he's been staying there for quite some time. He has significant serious mental health issues, the documentation of which was provided to probation and myself, and it is clear that the primary reasons for the problem today is, especially at the time of this incident, that he was not taking his medication as prescribed, which was noted in the report. However, he has been re-engaged with Crossroads and following their recommendations and treatment. He hopes the court will consider that that's the primary problem here and allow him to continue to treat and receive the help he needs so that he can be continued to be, since this has happened, a productive member of society with the ability to do things like work, etc. But of course, the conditions with his housing and the no contact have created somewhat of a hurdle that he's been trying to overcome, but he can do that. He just needs to make sure that he follows the recommendations of the treatment providers, which I know he'll do, and I hope the court gives him a chance to do that. Thank you.
Mr. Truitt, what do you want to tell me before I sentence you?
I'm not a bad person. I just made a mistake, and I feel bad for it.
What was the mistake?
If I didn't make a mistake, it's just I reacted in the wrong way. If I would have just took a chance, because my phone was on 2%, if I would have just sent a text to my girlfriend and just risked it, instead of just, because I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know what he was going to do.
Well, tell me what happened.
So we were outdoor dashing to get some money for some marijuana. And we were doing that. Everything was going cool. We stopped at a gas station when we finished. He stopped. He was on his phone. I went to the gas station to get some miles. I came back. I got into the car. He was on his phone. We were waiting. So I started to break down my mile. Then I started to light it up. And then he said, "You're not smoking in here." I said, "Okay, cool. I'm not smoking in here. I'm just lighting it up in here to step outside because it's windy." You feel me? So I lit it up. He said, "You're not smoking in here." I said, "Okay, cool." So I stepped outside, lit it up, smoked it. Came back inside. He was still talking about the situation. I said, "Dead it. It's done. I didn't smoke in your car. So why are we still talking about it?" And he kept saying, "We're going to fight this, and this." I didn't understand where it was coming from because I ain't never did that to him. You feel me? Every time he asked me for something, my door was always open. So I just don't understand why he turned on me like that.
So then what?
What is it?
The gun.
Oh yeah, that's what I was getting to. Yeah, so I pulled, what is it? He said we're going to fight. He said, "Get out the car, this, and this. We're going to fight." So I pulled the gun. My finger wasn't on the trigger. And I just
Why did you pull a gun out?
Because I didn't know what, because he wanted to fight me and all this other stuff over a mile.
So what if he wanted to fight you? Then why didn't you fight him? Why did you pull a gun out?
That's another charge. If we fighting in public, isn't that another charge?
I don't give a shit. What?
I do.
It's irrational for you to
Sorry,
pull a gun out because your brother's giving you a rash of shit about smoking a cigar in your car, in his car. It's irrational to pull a gun and hold it to somebody's head. Why did you do that?
I just panicked.
Panicked?
I didn't panic. I kind of panicked.
New defendant, completely different sentencing problem. Brandon Truitt's defense isn't primarily asking the judge to overlook a long chain of recent crimes. It's arguing that treatment and structure may address what contributed to this offense better than prison would.
Any idea why you reacted like that?
My brother can fight, so
Your brother can fight.
Yeah, he's been fighting for a lot of years. So, I mean, it's just my thing.
Why were you carrying the gun, first of all?
Well, I found it when I was in the woods, and then
Found it where?
In the woods when I was hiking.
Where?
In Cleveland. I don't remember where.
Okay, come on. Let's
I'm not lying.
let's stop with the nonsense. You didn't find what kind of gun is it?
It's a 380. It's an old 380.
You just found it. You just found it in the woods.
Yeah, it's a rusty 380. Yeah.
Okay. Does it work?
Yeah.
How do you know it works?
I shot it
Where?
in the woods,
Where'd you get the ammo?
but there was already like a clip in it. What are you talking about?
When did you find it?
I don't remember when I found it. It's been
How long ago? Was it a year ago?
like a couple years ago.
A couple of years ago. Why don't you have a discussion with him about whether it's a good idea to lie to me
I'm not lying.
when I'm about to sentence him, okay? And I'll be back. You're up.
What do you want to ask me, Your Honor?
Your Honor, I talked to Mr. Truitt, and he says the truth is he found the gun in the woods.
All right.
That's the truth.
All right. Okay, so where exactly in the woods?
It was under some leaves. I was just
Where?
like,
Where? What woods?
I don't remember. I just
Where was it near?
what,
How did you get to the woods?
my car.
Do you know where in Cleveland? I mean, it was in Cleveland. Do you know near what street or neighborhood or?
No, like
I mean, if you had to get there today, how would you get there?
probably it was on like off of the woods behind like Elliott Avenue.
Elliott Avenue.
Yeah.
What were you doing in the woods over by Elliott Avenue?
I explore with my dog.
What?
I explore with my dog.
You
Dog.
Explore your dog.
Explore with my dog.
I have a real dilemma here, Mr. Reardon. I got somebody who wants to be, that everybody, you, Ms. Gold, the young ladies in probation, think I should put him on community control.
Right.
Yet, the impediment to that is him, because he's dishonest with me.
Well, you believe that. He's telling me, he has every motivation in the world not to lie to you.
He can tell me that he's a pink elephant that can fly, and I wouldn't believe that.
Well, of course.
Okay? So I don't believe that he found the gun, an operable 380 in the woods off Elliott Avenue in Cleveland that was loaded with the ammo, and it was completely operable. I don't believe it.
Yep.
In a million years,
And I
won't believe it.
And I said that exactly to him, that neither you nor any other reasonable person would believe that.
So I'm supposed to put him on probation. Where's the confidence level I have that the guy's going to do what he's required to do if he can't be honest with me on the most basic thing?
Well, he knows what's at stake here. I told him that, and I told him if that's not the truth, you need to fess it up right now. And he's, Jim, the truth is the truth.
Okay, it's not the truth. Okay? It's not under any circumstances remotely true.
I'm telling you what it is. I don't know how to convince you. I think I'm
So one of the most irrational acts that I've come across in a long time is having a discussion with his brother in the car, not going the way he wants it to go, and holding a gun to his head. Holding a gun to his brother's head. That to me tells me that you are dangerous.
But I stopped. Like I didn't. Like after I took the gun out. Like
I have never once gotten in an argument with somebody, and the result was holding a gun to their head. That's extreme.
Agreed.
That tells me you're dangerous. Why would you hold a gun to your brother's head?
Because to stop him. Like I didn't know what else to
Stop
do.
him from arguing with you?
He wanted to fight me and all that other stuff and abandon me in the middle of nowhere. Like I didn't know what else to do.
So you held a gun to your brother's head.
Like not to do something, but to get him to stop doing whatever he was doing.
Okay. How did that argument end?
We just drove home. I just wanted to go home. That's it.
So you drove home with him in the car.
Yeah.
You were that afraid of him that you held a gun to his head, but you drove home with him in the car.
No, I wasn't that afraid of him. I just wanted him to think. Like I don't know why he was turning on me.
You wanted him to think, so you held a gun to his head. And everybody wants you on probation.
I've been cool with everybody ever. You know, I got you.
You know, I don't think I better do this today. Because I'm pretty agitated.
We have no problem if you want to.
With the defendant here, because he's being completely dishonest with me. So I don't think it's a good idea that I sentence him right now.
Okay.
I think that I better think about it.
All right.
More importantly, he better think about it.
Don't talk.
And stop giving me this line of bullshit.
Just listen.
Okay? So get another date from Maria. We'll come back another day.
All right.
Unbelievable.
Don't talk.
All right, guys, this is where Brandon's sentencing presentation starts creating its own problems. His opening description of what happened shifts almost immediately, and the judge keeps pressing because the underlying conduct doesn't fit comfortably with the idea of a simple mistake. Brandon describes an argument with his brother and eventually acknowledges pulling a gun. The judge is clearly trying to understand why an ordinary conflict escalated to that level. The defense now has a serious dilemma. Counsel speaks with Brandon and returns, saying Brandon is standing by the woods explanation, but the judge's skepticism only gets stronger as the details are tested. Notice what this has become. It's no longer simply a debate about where the gun came from. The judge explicitly connects honesty to the viability of community control. That is the key. Probation depends on truthful reporting, compliance, treatment participation, and the court's ability to trust what the defendant says. Brandon has several people apparently supporting a community-based sentence, yet the judge identifies Brandon himself as the obstacle. Counsel can argue that his client knows what's at stake, but that cuts both ways. If Brandon understands how important credibility is and still gives an account the judge finds implausible, the court has an even harder supervision question to answer. Now the judge focuses on the conduct itself, and this may be the most consequential part of Brandon's sentencing discussion. The concern isn't simply that a gun was possessed. It's how quickly a disagreement with his brother escalated into using that gun to control the situation. Brandon's later admission that he wasn't actually that afraid creates tension with his earlier attempt to explain the reaction through fear and panic. The fact that they then drove home together gives the judge another reason to challenge that explanation. But the biggest development is procedural rather than punitive. The judge recognizes his own agitation and decides not to sentence Brandon in that state. That restraint matters. Instead of making an immediate decision while frustrated, he postpones sentencing and gives himself time to consider it. Brandon now leaves with something extremely important unresolved: whether his next appearance can repair the credibility problem he created today.